この放送はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
のときめきしたこと忘れはしない、あの日のこと甘いメロディー聞きながらお互い
おかえりなさい。ドラゴンマンションの第一重版です。
第一、
それは日本車の夢でした。世界ラリー選手権日本車初の3連覇。その走りはレガシー、インプレッサ、フォレスターにアクティブドライビング、アクティブセーフティー、スバル。
今年1年ありがとう。来年もマジ頑張っちゃうよ。一家に1枚オレンジレンジThe power of dreams。
間近で見るレースの迫力を、肘がつくくらいまでに傾けることを、ドライバーライダーを支える人の多さを、スタートで走ることを、全てをかけていることを。ウェルカムトゥチームホンダ。あなたにも知ってほしい。
手のひらの静脈は一人一人違う。そこでです。
これからは手のひら静脈認証であなたの預金を守るスーパー IC カード年会費無料も登場。
東京三菱ク
車が未来になっていく。
一瞬だけど確かに夢を追い越した。唇からエプソン。
ネットは人を傷つけるためのものじゃない。
This is the XBEL 375. Somebody's gone early at the back there, big time. And Felix Rosenquist leads the field to green. It was one of the Maya Shankars that went a little early. It was Elio Castro Neves.
I think that might have been Alexander Rossi looking for a big jump. McLaughlin in that number 3 machine right on his gearbox. Great run off at turn 4, and he's going to try to make the outside move into 1.
He does. McLaughlin to the lead, the championship leader out front.
How about the move for Kyle Kirkwood? You guys have talked about it. He restarted 23rd, came up through the field, got into the top 10 in about 4 laps, and those 4 fresh Firestones helped a ton. Look at some of these moves this rookie is making on the racetrack.
What happened between these two guys?
Well, DeFrancesco's just starting to slide up a little bit mid-corner. Sato doesn't want to have to go any higher than he already is into the dust, into the marbles. And unfortunately, he was just forced up there.
for Arrow McLaren SP. First up, Pato O'Ward hits his front left tyre changer, and that's not all to go wrong with the team because his teammate also had misfortune. Felix Rosenqvist skids through the box, needs to be pushed back.
Kyle Kirkwood and that black AJ Foyt. Kirkwood loses it. The 14's in the wall.
That amazing run has come to an end for the star rookie.
He's up above Devlin DiFrancesco there, and yeah, he just has his right rear a little bit up in that darker track surface, not as much grip, and around it goes. You know, Townsend, at that point, you're really just a passenger.
There's a big crash. 3 cars in the wall. DiFrancesco.
One of the Meyer Shank cars is
Elio
involved.
Castro Neves and Graham Rahal.
This is what happened with Colton Herta a couple years ago with Scott Dixon.
Exactly. Side by side. You see Castro Neves on the outside.
Look at the yellow car on the left.
Yeah, that's ill-advised.
Ambitious move for sure.
Rookie mistake.
Scott McLaughlin restarts the field once again. Dixon in that bright orange and blue PNC Bank Honda looks to the inside and has to defend. Here goes Rinus VeeKay. Up and around at Marcus Ericsson, wheel to wheel.
Oh, the pass for the lead is happening. Joseph Newgarden into P1.
We got a lead change. It is Rinus VeeKay in the Ed Carpenter race at Sonat Chevy to the front.
That move was as smooth as Canadian maple. That was amazing going around the outside. Let's take a replay here. That was a sweet, sweet pass.
Look at Will Power. He's had enough of fuel savings. He sends it into one.
That's the way to do it in the Verizon Chevy. Jimmy Johnson on Santino Ferrucci. Usually that's the move that Ferrucci pulls off. Jimmy Johnson is in the top 10. We haven't said that since he's been in IndyCar racing. This is where you get nervous, really nervous.
Little wiggle from Marcus Ericsson. He had to crack the throttle, so he lost a bit of that momentum, but they are still wheel to wheel into turn 3, but advantage goes to Joseph Newgarden.
Look at this up front. McLaughlin on VeeKay. Around they go. And this guy is trying to do what Scott Dixon did a couple of years ago by winning back-to-back the first 2 races of the season. White flag waves, 1 to go for Scott McLaughlin.
Lee Callum Islet's last lap was 190 miles an hour. This is going to give Newgarden a chance on the back straightaway.
Look out, look out. Malukas is first one on the list. Got to go to the inside. McLaughlin can't get there though, not close enough. Teammate is coming. Here comes Joseph Newgarden on the high side. Newgarden on McLaughlin. It's going to be a drag race. Newgarden has done it. Newgarden wins on the final lap.
You're the man.
How about that? Joseph Newgarden and the PPG Chevy wins in Texas.
Let's go. Good team.
After Scott McLaughlin led 186 of the 248, there's only one lap that counts, and Newgarden did it.
Watch the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach, Sunday, April 10th at 3 p.m. on NBC.
今、世界グランプリどこでも観戦キャンペーン実施中。佐藤拓磨を応援に行こう。詳しくは店頭へ。男の資生堂。
目標は F1 です。 Super High Speed Technology by Dome Racing Team。
勝利を重ね進化を重ねるビラージュミシュランから。
And here they come to the attention of the starter stand. Christopher Bell elects the inside, and we're racing in Las Vegas.
2, too wide. Nice and smooth there. Little tire, man, as much as you need it.
That could have been bad. Joey Logano had that run. He passed to the inside of Chase Briscoe, and they stacked up on the bottom with a 9 of Chase Elliott and Austin Cindric in front of him. Just a bad timing thing, but that could have been big right there in front of the field.
We've seen it in the past. Just be aware.
Turn
of that.
2, spin.
Turn 2 issue.
Cole Custer. Single car spin.
Need to keep that thing rolling. Keep it rolling.
Everybody gets by. That's right. Don't flat spot.
Looks
and
like
let
he's
the
gonna
air
be
out of
able to
those
move.
tires.
That car's going to move.
Yep. He was in 25th. Whoa. Second caution of the day here at lap 39.
That's the
we
first.
Get hit or just fun? Just fun. Didn't hit anything, but he's got to come right to pit road right here.
And you got to be very careful driving this thing back to pit road. You don't want to drag that diffuser off the back of this car.
I wonder if these cars on low pressures are bottoming out and losing it.
It's a great point, and it's exactly where he spun out. I was thinking the same thing. It's right there as he was crossing that tunnel, the rough part of the racetrack. Got the old hospital hop, and away it went. Whoa, look at that big save. Right as he crossed, Ryan Blaney crossed Denny Hamlin's wake, that thing jumped sideways. That woke him up.
So the way this starts out, Alex Bowman gets loose up off of 2, and Hamlin's got a big run.
Sure did. Over those bumps, and then you said it, Danica. Look at the momentum Denny Hamlin had. Drove by both of them. The old two for one.
It's fun to watch that momentum play out in these races.
Watch this 12 car as he starts across the wake of the 11. Let's see that right there.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a big moment.
Last lap, stage 1. Hamlin and Elliott battle for 4th. It's going to be a parade of the bow ties to the line with Alex Bowman picking up the stage win over William Byron, Ross Chastain, and Denny Hamlin. It is Bowman's 5th career stage win, but his first since 2020.
Kurt Busch. Whoa.
Oh, Suarez into the wall off of Briscoe.
Not his
for a long time.
That's a tough day, you know, when you're just a recipient.
Pretty hard, Travis.
Another off 4 loose. Was that all?
That was
loose
dirty
off
air.
4?
Chase Briscoe got in dirty air, got too high up behind. I couldn't really see who that was in front of him, but got loose just like we saw with Reddick and others, and unfortunately got right down into Suarez.
So you had Jones trying to move up in the 43, McDowell falling back in the 34, and the 14 up top, Briscoe.
Yeah, it looked like Briscoe was going to be able to get to the outside right at the last minute. McDowell came up, kind of made him pull on the wheel, try to get underneath of him. When he did, he got loose and unfortunately collected Daniel Suarez. It was minding his own business.
I wonder if he jumped out of it on exit when he came up. It looked like the 14 might have jumped out of it. Let's listen.
Again, going back to this, you can see McDowell, he gets loose right there. He wiggled and had to come up, and it was an evasive move is what it was on Briscoe's part.
12th with Chase Elliott and Kurt Busch coming into the picture. Uh-oh.
Brad Keselowski.
Hold your lane, hold your lane.
And Ryan Blaney, and everybody scatters behind them.
I wonder if we're going to need if you're going to need a short car to win or a long run car.
Oh, Ryan Blaney with a lot of damage to the front of it. But I'm telling you, that's another 2-tire car right there, Keselowski. We've seen no tires staying out, not worked for not only Kurt Busch, obviously Michael McDowell, and now 2 tires, Brad Keselowski. Have to see what happened here. Got loose. You can saw him on the bottom of the screen there, right in Ryan Blaney's lap, leaving him nowhere to go but right in the door of the 6.
And for the 3rd week in a row, Blaney has a fast car and gets into somebody's problem.
You can just leave the outside of it. Hold the brake. Hold the brake, hold the brake, hold the brake.
That in-car, listening to everything in that, reminds me so much of back in like 2005, 2006 with that old body style car like that, man. I'm telling you, you'd be wide open, hammered down.
Oh, just kidding.
Oh, he's gonna.
Oh.
You jinxed him.
Man, got loose on the bottom.
Everybody
chased
scatters.
It up.
Oh,
Harrison Burton spins, but no contact for either car is the big thing there.
Trusted it a little too much, I guess.
Any damage?
Danica,
did not hit anything. We're rolling. Tires up.
This is the "you talked about him, you jinxed him" that has plagued Fox Sports ever since we started this.
Oh, that doesn't look like fun right there.
And it's awesome to see. I mean, you look down in the top 10 and look at the powerhouse teams that he's competing with. Hendrick Motorsports, Gibbs, Logano of Penske, Harvick in the 8th of Stewart-Haas Racing, Ross Chastain and a new Trackhouse team showing up for business here today.
New leader, number 1.
Cool to see, man. I dig it. That's the vision behind this car. That's where it all came from. You wanted parity in this sport, and man, it's exactly what we have.
Denny Hamlin, Bubba Wallace in position to gain stage points here 1 lap from now. There it is. Team Trackhouse gets their first ever stage win.
Oh, Kyle slipped up there.
Now there are 4 lapped cars ahead as Truex makes his move.
Get your rip off of 4.
Kyle better try to get around there, and I think Truex has got it. This is going to be tricky. It's going to be close.
He's 18 coming back. And crosses over.
And I think he's clear again.
Wow.
There he goes. There he goes.
Yep.
He's got enough momentum on the top.
Better close it off. This is good racing.
Hey, don't give that second that. That's a strong point.
Again, seeing these lap traffic, that's where a guy, if you're Truex, you got to make your pounce, make your move, utilize that lap traffic to your advantage. But that's really hard to do with a KG veteran driver like Kyle Busch behind the wheel with so much experience racing in trucks, Xfinity, and Cup. I think that's exactly what's happened. He's getting, you can see where he's starting to.
Oh! Eric Jones.
Stay low, stay low.
Still green. Nope, caution now.
Yeah.
Jones back up the racetrack. Woo. That was too close for Bubba Wallace. He caught a little bit of Jones and then hard hit into the inside retaining barrier.
Keep rolling.
Well, this is certainly not what Kyle Busch wanted to see. Changes everything. Hard hit, a lot of right side contact with that 43 car of Eric Jones.
That 23 hit the wall really hard on the inside, and I know there was tires and it was pretty soft, but
he drove away.
It didn't look so bad.
No. Oh.
However, that 43 got a lot of damage.
Kyle Larson leads them off pit road. Christopher Bell again having trouble firing off in that last pit stall. Bowman and Byron to the good on that stop, and this has changed everything.
That 5 car has a stellar pit crew. He talked about them winning a championship at the end of the year in Phoenix last year.
I don't think that was a 4-tire stop, though.
NASCAR Overtime, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Green flag. Byron locked on Larson. Kyle Busch a little bump to Bowman, backs off. 2 by 2 by 2. Bowman edges ahead, but here comes Larson on the outside.
Got a drag race.
Still inside. When you tie, dragging you back.
White flag.
And the cars behind him can't drive up or drive to him because they're single file. Here comes the 4 tires. This is a 2-horse race. Who's it going to be?
Into 3 for the final time. Even coming off 4. Bowman edges ahead, clears Larson. Alex Bowman wins Las Vegas.
Yeah, boys, how about that?
爽やか。お線香は星雲。
家族いろいろ、家もいろいろ。家族みんなが笑顔で安心して暮らせる本物の家をお届けします。一流住宅メーカーでワンランク上の暮らしを。ハウジングパーク郡山。
MotoGP 第2戦インドネシアグランプリの決勝、ポールポジションはクアルタラロでスタートしました。いや、いいスタートでしたね、クアルタラロは
ね。さすがでしたね。ただここで本当にまさかのロケットスタートを切っていたのがオリベイラということで、ちょっとびっくりしましたね。
一回ちょっとブラッドビンダーと
間違えましたね。
勘違いする、いや、しちゃいますね、これは、
オリベイラなんやと思ったら、こっからまたジャック・ミラーとオリベイラがレースを序盤引っ張っていって、でマルティンの転倒とか、
2戦連続の転倒と、
他のライダーも本当に危ないシーンいっぱいありましたからね。
ですね、本当あわや転倒という場面何度も映りましたよね。
いろんなライダーが経験してましたからね。
そんな中で途中からもうオリベイラの逃げ切りといいますか、
そうですね、ペース良かったですね、オリベイラで、ここからミラーとザルコ、さあどっちだ、2位争いみたいな感じでしたけどね、
ここでぐいぐいと後ろに下がったクアルタラロが追い上げて、
さすが前年のチャンピオン、
抜いていくと、
素晴らしかったですね、
力見せましたね。
ドライの予選めちゃくちゃ速かったですから、まあね、雨なんやと思いながらもやっぱりレインでもペース良かったですね。
徐々に後半に向けて合わせていったっていうことですかね。
終盤もあれオリベイラよりペースいいんじゃないのっていう瞬間なんかもあったりして、これつまんのかなと思ったら、さすがにやっぱここはオリベイラのペースが終始良かったですね。
オリベイラが優勝、そして2位がクアラタラロ、3位がザルコという結果になりました。
開幕戦と3人とも違う表彰台メンバー、
顔ぶれがね、
毎回めちゃめちゃ喜んでるもんめちゃめちゃ喜んでるもん、優勝したオリベイラより喜んでんちゃう
本当ですね。
言われたの、いや、よっぽどなかなか難しいレースやったんでしょうね。
そういうことですよね。選手の表情からも見て取れますね。さあ次戦はアルゼンチングランプリということになります。